Hello guys, what is up? My name is Will Fighter. Welcome back to Will Sportster. Different attire for today, looking a bit smarter. But Manchester United won. We got a win. 1-0. Predicted it correct. Didn't get the scorer or the man of the match right, but it is what it is. I was close. We got the score prediction, but yes, we won. Win's a win. Happy. And I'm just going to quickly say, I spoke about the importance of Shaw, Varane and Martinez to this Manchester United side in one of my previous videos. And I found a thread on Twitter, and I'm going to recommend it to you guys to read because it fully supported what I was saying, and it phrased it a lot better than I could ever, really. And it was by Ciro Season, CIROSZN on Twitter. They did a thread about how those three players are so important to the way Manchester United play. And it spells it out for you, and it does a better job of explaining than I could ever do, to be honest. But just that alone will give you a lot of insight into what I was talking about if you're interested in seeing it. But yes, we've got a few things to talk about today. Varane, Marcus Rashford, and Manchester United as a whole. So we'll start with Varane. Saw something on Twitter like, oh, he's bringing Varane on with 3 minutes left. So disrespectful. There's clearly something behind the scenes going on with Ten Hag and Varane because he's starting Maguire and Evans. Bullshit. Yeah? What has happened this season is we've rushed players back from injury and they've got injured again. Martinez, Reguilon, Casemiro, to name a few. Yeah? You can clearly see, first of all, Varane's injury prone. I love Varane, but he's injury prone. Yeah, it's a fact. It's simple. Yeah. We rushed Casemiro back from an injury. Yeah. He played against Newcastle and he's injured again and will be out for multiple weeks. Yeah. Ten Hag, in my opinion, what I see it as, Ten Hag sees his job as safe. He doesn't believe he'll get fired. Yeah. No matter how bad results go. And he would rather not risk Varane in the short term for short-term game, playing the long haul. Yeah. If he brings Varane into that game, yeah, Varane gets injured, out for another 3 weeks. Yeah, it's 3 weeks without another centre-half. Yeah. He doesn't play Varane against Copenhagen. Possibly brings him back against Luton, maybe the game after. He's fully fit. He stays fit. Yeah. Or would you rather risk him in a game and risk him getting injured again and not have him for an extended period of time? I know what I'd choose. Yeah. As much as I said Varane and Evans and Lindelof play well, but they cause us to play worse, they still do the job. Yeah, for now. And at the moment, it's about getting players back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, as much as I don't like him, I don't think he's going to be all right back for a long period of time. Having him back in that defence today was so crucial. Nala in the background. Yeah, it felt more calm and collected with him in that team. The defence felt more organised. I love Dalot, but he did well at left back, to be fair. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka on that right, we looked more stable. And I don't think there's any problem with Raphael, Varane and Ten Hag. As I said, Varane, Shaw and Martinez are fundamental to Ten Hag's style of play. And I don't think he wants to risk Varane being injured when other players are getting back, so he can actually have his full strength 11 out eventually, hopefully at some point this season. But yeah, that's my thought on that. But before we go on to Rashford, I'm going to mention a quick thing about Anthony. I like Anthony a lot. I defend him a lot. I tell you guys how much I like him. But poor. Worst game I've seen Anthony play. And if I'm being honest, I'm losing hope. I love the lad. I think he has the potential, but it's just something's going wrong there. Whether, as I've predicted for a long time, it's finally going to click for him when we're playing a full Ten Hag fluid system. Maybe he doesn't suit the long ball football we're playing, but the levels still have to be higher from Anthony. As much as I hate to say it, they do. These just levels have not been there where they need to be. The price tag isn't his fault. The price tag's Manchester United's crappy recruitment, but still, I expect more from a player like Anthony. I can't wait to get Diallo back because I feel like it gives us another option on that right-hand side. As much as I don't think Diallo is ready for the Prem to be starting every game, still think he's going to put out more output than Anthony has so far this season, and it'll put pressure on Anthony. He's got no pressure, really. Facundo, as much as I like him, isn't really a right winger. I see him more as a left, even though he can play on the right. But, yeah, I feel like Ahmed coming back, playing in some good games, can kick Anthony up the backside and hopefully get him to start performing better, but I feel like he has to be dropped for the next game. And Facundo has to start because Facundo won us that game. As much as Bruno Fernandes scored the goal, Facundo's Palestri's presence on that right-hand side and persistence won us that. Is what it is. Now, on to my fun talk, which a lot of people are going to hate. We played so much better without Marcus Rashford. The team looked more fluid. As much as it was scrappy, there was at times you could see passing movements and such, X, Y, Z. But the team looked better without him. As much as Garnacho might not have the output yet, he offers more than Rashford. He can go and cross. He can shoot. He can beat a man. As much as he wasn't doing it as much that game. Tell the class of 92, no matter how bad they played, Fergie persisted with the Eve because he saw the potential and saw how good they could become. And I feel like Garnacho is one of them. I'd just persist with him. He offers us more than Rashford. He's more of a future than Rashford. And I think benching him, Rashford as well, might give him a kick up the arse to actually start playing properly. Because he looked pissed on that bench and it made me really happy for the lack of effort he was putting in. That play like you mean it banner was targeted at people like him. As I said, I can hear Old Trafford turning on him when he was subbed off, when Højlund was subbed off for Martial. If that, as I said before, if that was Rashford, a pin would have dropped and you could have heard it. I feel like the fans are turning on him, and rightfully so, because his effort levels have been disgraceful, to be honest. I know a lot of players have, but his especially, for a Manc born and bred. Just my opinion. But I think Garnacho has to start against Copenhagen, but I feel like Ten Hag needs to... I'm glad he finally dropped Rashford. He shows that he's not undroppable, and I am solely in the camp of I believe he was dropped for partying. As much as he said he had a knock, I feel like he was dropped for partying. As much as he said he was dealt with internally, I feel like that was his punishment. Yeah. But I think, as he was punished for being late to a meeting, but I feel like you need to punish him for bad performances, not just bad behaviour. I feel like he needs to be dropped for not playing well, not tracking back, not trying hard enough. Just my opinion. And I feel like Garnacho is a player we should persist with, even if he plays bad. Young, hungry, got more to offer, really. I'd rather persist with Garnacho, who tries hard, than Marcus Rashford, who doesn't. And I know I'm saying, oh, you can't just keep persisting with Rashford when he's playing bad. Well, Rashford's 25. He's doing a Lingard. Oh, but his potential. Never showing it. Garnacho is. In bits. And yes, Garnacho could get to 25 and he could be the exact same. But I'd rather risk it and see him and have him possibly become an Eden Hazard, for example. I know he's not a United player, but the first player that sprang to my mind, a Nani, Ronaldo. He's not going to be in level with Ronaldo. No one will ever be in level with Ronaldo, but a player like that. Than Marcus Rashford, who's 25, reaching his peak and has had one good goal-scoring season, and he didn't even play well during that season. So, just my opinion. Will piss a load of people off, but I don't really care. I was going to say one more thing. Eriksen. I know he's going with players he trusts, while all his main players are injured, and it's not the situation we want to be in. But Eriksen's I love Eriksen, but he's a 30-minute player. He looks so leggy in that game. Eriksen's a player you bring with 20, 30 minutes to go against a locked defence that are sitting back. Not a player you should be starting every game. As much as I love him, I have nothing wrong with Eriksen. Brilliant wand of a foot. But the fitness and the levels and intensity are not there. It's not his fault. He's getting old. Bloody hell, the lad almost died on a football pitch. Or he did die. Came back to life. I love Eriksen. This is no hate on Eriksen, but as I said, 30-minute player. Nothing more. But yes, unfortunately, that is it for me today. I do have to go and watch the Formula 1, thankfully. But yes, hopefully you guys did enjoy this match reaction. And hopefully I will see you for my match preview for Copenhagen. Thank you for watching. Peace.